Just one more dub. Just one more dub. If these guys get this Dubinsky, they go into the history books as one of the great South American and international sides. It gets real. Scaloni is lucky. You see, most teams, you have one really good striker and you have a backup striker. Like, you've got like a wifey and you've got a side chick. And that's your wifey is that guy that you depend upon. And your side chick can come in and say something. But it's your wifey that is the main person that says what's up. Now, Scaloni may be cheating because he's got two wives now. He's got two wives. And both wives are saying what's up. So he can either hit you with a Lautaro Martinez, and if Lautaro Martinez ain't hitting, he can hit you with your boy. And I think it's almost a perfect situation for Argentina in this tournament, because for Argentina, you look at the opening game, Alvarez struggled. And now when your main striker struggles, you're like, damn, and I have to now put this bomb on the pitch. But no. It comes off, Lautaro Martinez comes in and starts to say, what's up? So it is a great situation when you now have two of your strikers who can both say what's up and both score and both really begin to now really affect the team and help the team. It's a great situation to be in. And for Alvarez, for Julian Alvarez, it's a guy he has struggled. City is not a great fit for him specifically because he doesn't work with that geriatric known as Erling Haaland. He simply doesn't work with him. And again, people may, well, but just being real, he doesn't work with that geriatric. He's a geriatric, and he doesn't work with geriatrics. And I've always said for Julian Alvarez, he needs a team where he's option A and option one, where he's the main guy because he is that talented. And I think, again, he now showed where if my team needs me, if a goal is needed, I can come up with a clutch play. Nice pass from the Paul. It was a great vision by the Paul to see him. Pretty good pass, but it was his control, his first touch, and his composure to now say what's been that 1v1 situation. And it's because this now spells something good in the future for Argentina, because you now have a guy who's going to be a main feature for the team going forward, because there is going to be an Argentina without Di Maria. There's going to be an Argentina without your boy Messi. So for that Argentina that doesn't have those mainstays, it will now rest on his shoulders to now move the team forward. Remember, when Maradona, Caniggia, Batistuta, all those guys left, it was now up to Pablo Aimar and Ariel Ortega to now push the team forward. So you always have that new generation where the baton has been passed on to you. Can you now say what's up and now lead the team into that future? And for Julian Alvarez, I think he's ready. But I just feel that to get the best out of him, he needs to eat well at club level. He's eating good for Argentina, but I think he needs to eat well at club level. And I do believe that if the situation doesn't change, he may need to look at a different club other than City, because I don't think the Man City situation, while Erling Haaland is there, suits him well, and it will only hamper his progression. So for Argentina to get the best of Alvarez for the next Copa America, the next World Cup, next Copa America, next World Cup, he needs a better club situation. But again, he just showed you that, bro, when my team needs me, I can come clutch. And remember, he scored this goal when Canada were playing well. Canada were playing well, having chances, breaking chances, which we'll get into. And it wasn't, bro, just give me that opportunity and I'll say what's up and I'll execute. And I think it's the name of the game where, whether it's Jonathan David, whether it's Davis, whoever Canada have, they don't have an Alvarez. So you can have as many chances as you want. At the end of the day, the name of the game isn't creating chances. The name of the game is putting the ball in the back of the fishnets. And Argentina just showed Canada that you can huff and puff, try to blow a house down. We know how to put that ball in the back of the net because we are better at fishnet ball than you. Look, man, it may be winding down. But I think for Messi, it's been a difficult Copa America for him. He's not been fully fit, dealing with an abductor problem, but you still see the influence he has in the team. You see the quality he has. He could have scored two or more goals in this game because he came very close. But whether it's a passing, whether it's finding those neat pockets, just his intelligence, his reading of the game, you can just still see this guy's quality even at his geriatric age, that he still knows how to affect a game in a positive manner. And look, man, I mean, look, it was sort of like a poacher's goal because he sort of got in the way for the keeper. But again, it just shows you his intelligence, his reading the game, his anticipation, his awareness of all that's around him, and his ability to just position himself and to be the first to react in those situations and just help his team. Remember, international football is about grit. It's about good, but it's not how you score, it's whether you score. All that matters is the result. We're not here to look pretty. We don't have time to look pretty. It's about helping your team. And Messi, as the captain, wearing the freaking armband, wearing this, he said, you know what? This means something, and I've got to lead my team by example by wearing this damn badge. So for Messi, and we'll get back to Messi. But a word on Canada. Success. If Canada end up coming fourth, this would be a beautiful success. And I think I've seen the story before. I knew they were always going to lose. And when I saw how the game went, I'm like, oh, yeah, this is how Canada lose. And it was the best possible way that Canada could have lost. They played well. They did well. So the only difference wasn't their efforts, wasn't their discipline, wasn't their matured tactical approach to the game. The reason why they lost is because they're just not as good as Argentina. The reason why they lost is because they don't have the quality when it now comes to that final third penalty box to have enough of the quality to execute. And that was all that was missing. Like, they played well. They were fully organized. They competed well. They're just an inferior team, and they're a team that just doesn't have the quality. So, and I'm going to get to what Jesse Marsh says. There's a way to close that gap, which is something that Jesse Marsh said too. But if you're Canadian, you have to be super proud. You've got to be super proud because this is a team who just recently qualified for their first ever World Cup. This is a team who've now competed for the first time in the Copa America and are going to end up coming either third or fourth. So even if they come fourth, coming fourth in your first Copa America and competing violently against the World Cup, not only the defending World Cup champions, but the defending Copa America champions, oh my gosh, you have to be super proud. Like let's keep it real. Canada just competed violently against the defending World Cup champions and the current Copa America holders. They were not beat 5-0, they were not beat 4-0, they were not totally outplayed, they had chances, they had opportunities. And when I just saw those opportunities, I was like, oh yeah, I know how the story is going to go. They're going to chance. Argentina will have one opportunity, and because one team has an Alvarez and another team does it, that is going to be the difference between both of these sides. But I think for Jesse Marsh, he did mention something. He said, look, we need more quality here. And I think him seeing that, he'll be frustrated because he's like, bro, I did everything. Like, tactically, strategically, preparation, we were super prepared for this game on a tactical level, and we competed amazingly well. We just did not convert opportunities that we should have. So now what he now needs to do is just scour the earth and be like, who's a dual citizen, who has Canadian citizenship, and how can we improve the quality of these players? Let's even look deeper into America and look at it deeper into Canada. Like, what guys have that quality of football, that have that little bit of testing that we can bring onto this roster so we can do even better come 2020-2026. But I think for Jesse Marsh, this is incredibly impressive. Incredibly impressive that you were able to make it this far with Canada. Remember, this is a team that is just building. Unlike their neighbors who you've been around for a long time, you've been to several World Cups, you've been to several Copa Americas, who just completely embarrass themselves. Canada are the new kids on the block who they've overperformed. They've overperformed. But for Jesse Marsh, who I know is a competitive guy, watching his interviews, he will know that we could have beaten these guys. Now, that may be crazy because I don't think there's any world where they beat Argentina, but in his mind and in his competitive mind, he's like, oh no, if we just had better quality, we could have said what's up. And I really believe he could have won it. But congrats to those dudes. But they're on the course, man. No team has ever won a Copa America, World Cup, Copa America, and he can even throw in the finalissima where they beat Italy. This is a great, great run. And I think it's like Messi was always waiting for this. I think in a perfect world, Messi would have hoped he had this group in 2014. So imagine a 2014 or a 2010 Messi with this group of players. Whew, now that would have been intense. But life doesn't happen that way. He, on the tail end of his career, where he isn't that ridiculous force that we saw in 2019 or in 2012 or 2011, he's now the elderly statesman that is still using his psychological football brilliance with this very talented young side. Because it's a mix of the older guys, whether it's Di Maria and Messi, with the younger guys, whether it's Enzo and Alvarez. So it's a nice mix of young and old and guys approaching their peak, past their peak. So it's just a nice blend together. And in the cusp of something historic. And whether they face Uruguay or Colombia, they will be favorites. Because I believe that, once you get used to winning and you get addicted to winning, it becomes an addiction. And I think these guys, they're addicted to winning. It's like, no, we like this winning thing and we want to continue doing this winning thing. And I think we want to maintain this for as long as possible. But one man you have to thank is this dude. Was he left back or right back? International management doesn't call for a Mourinho or a Pep or a Klopp. No. International management, the key skill you need in international management is motivational skills and getting the best out of individuals and personnel. That is the key thing. Listen to what I'm saying. The key attributes that makes a great international manager is how much can you get from the individuals and how high of a level can you make those individuals reach when they put on that jersey. Again, you don't have time for a highly complex Pep system. You don't have enough time to micromanage. You don't have enough time for a super intricate system. There is not enough time. So you have to have that old school man-to-man management, motivation. You have to know your subs, know your tweaks, have a system, a general blueprint system that fits into everybody, but also how can you get the best out of individuals? How can you fully utilize the individuals to the best of your ability? And I always say international managers are not the best managers in the world. The best managers in the world are club managers because that side of the game really calls for all aspects of your management. International management is something different. International management calls for gid. It calls for execution within a small space of time. It calls for motivation, man management. And if Argentina do win this Copa America, of course, you have Messi will have the praise. Di Maria will have the praise. Emi Martinez is going to have huge freaking praise because he's been huge. Scaloni needs a lot of this praise. Yes, international management is more about the individuals. And yes, Messi is the face of this team. And without Messi, they don't achieve any of this stuff. But spirit thoughts for Scaloni. Spirit thoughts for Scaloni for creating the right environments for Messi to flourish, for Di Maria to flourish, for Enzo to flourish, for De Paul to flourish, for all of these guys to flourish, for Lisandro Martinez, Romero, for all these guys to flourish. Because let's be real, it is a talented team. It is not a super talented team, but it is talented enough where it's just calls just for a Geppetto, a puppeteer, just be like, okay, let me just put this, cook. So please, spare your thoughts for Scaloni in what he's done in leading into the Copa America dub, the World Cup dub, and potentially another Copa America dub. So he's been huge. And we know Di Maria is out. So that's already confirmed. Could this be Messi's last? Because the way Messi has been talking, saying that, he's enjoying these final battles. I just wants to enjoy these last few moments he has with the national team. Something that he's been part of for a long ass time, ever since he had freaking long hair. And here's the thing, Messi. There's a dude from Portugal who refuses to quit and he refuses to retire, and he's only harming his legacy and he's making himself look stupid and foolish. And if he signs up for the World Cup, he's going to look even more stupid and foolish. So there's that dude. If Argentina go ahead and win this Copa America, which I think they will, this would mark the perfect end. Perfect end. Like, what's a better way to bow out? Based on all you've done for this country, how much you've given to this country, based on what happened, losing 3 finals, retiring, crying, all that happened, coming back, making your return, going through the horrible show that was the 2018 World Cup with that clown Sampaoli, rejigging, adapting yourself, saying what's up in that Copa America, leading your team to the first national crown, doing what you did at that World Cup, doing what you did at that World Cup semi, doing what you did in that World Cup final, and now a final Copa America, scoring the semi-final. It would be the perfect way to bow out. Because once you bow out, it's like, you know what? I did it. I did it that. I struggled, I cried, I suffered, but every great story is about falling down, dusting yourself up, getting up, and executing. Yeah, Mayweather's cool. We love Mayweather. He's cool, but the story isn't as compelling as the guy who lost. He thought it was done, and he then came back. That's why we like the Tyson story. That's why we love the Ali story, like the improbable. Because the best stories are imperfect. Those are the best stories, are the imperfect stories, the stories of trials and tribulations, pitfalls. So I do think that if Argentina do go ahead and win this Copa America, it would be the beautiful and most perfect way to bow out and say what's up and leave the national side. Because again, there are some people who are clinging on for dear life and just look stupid and are literally embarrassing themselves. You can look great because it would be a great ending. It would be a great ending to what is one of the greatest sports football careers we've ever seen. If you just say, you know what, this Copa America, let's get this dub, let's stamp a claim and a legacy as one of the great international sides, one of the greatest Argentinian sides, one of the greatest Argentine sides, and let me bow out, lifting the trophy as captain. I'm good. Perfection. Perfect way to end things. But it's down to him. It's down to him. Who knows? We could then see him at 2026 and say, you know what? Let me go for another World Cup again. Who knows? Yeah, man. Peace.